Hello. So today I'm going to talk about the advantages of taking, by people using the college resources that we have and how they just ignore them. So I recently had a friend a month ago drop out of college because she had relationship issues and financial issues, and she had no support from her family. When she goes to a university where all the things that she needed were there, she was just not, I guess, focusing on them and like trying to get the support she needed, so she withdrew from school and ended things with her boyfriend because she thought it was gonna like last forever. So now she just works all the time, and she could have stood in school, but she didn't want to because she was, I guess, depressed and thought her boyfriend was good for her. I don't know. So today I would like to enlighten you all the campus resources that we do have and why we should take advantage of them. So the first one I'm going to start off with is a tutor. Okay, so a tutor is there to help us with stuff that we don't understand within a class that we are like having trouble with. I personally do go to a tutor for my math class because it is sometimes hard to focus in class because there are distractions. So tutors are there to help you, and sometimes people are embarrassed to seek help because I guess they don't want to look at as they're dumb. So they just rather not go at all and go against it, listening to someone else, especially when they're younger than them. You know what I'm saying? And the second one I want to talk about is a counselor. Like my friend, she was depressed, she let it get to her, and she could have just talked to someone that would have helped her like get through it. Counselor's not a bad person. For me, I would say, why not take advantage of something? All it takes is one simple appointment to walk in, tell them your problem, try to help you out, but we'd rather ignore it, keep everything bottled in, and then I guess just combust with all these emotions that are going to lead to us derailing from an academic successful goal of transferring out of a, three-year college, community college. So that's one of them. And the third resource that I feel that some people don't take advantage of too is the transfer center. The transfer center is there to help us, I guess, transfer out of the two-year college that we are attending, and people are lazy because they'd rather not go through the whole process that it takes, but just settle for their associates when their associate degree, when the transfer center is there, it's free, they're there to help you. Why not? Like, don't waste your time just because you feel like you're not going to get somewhere where you need to be in the end. And the last resource would have to be the financial aid office. This friend of mine, like her, she claimed that she didn't have enough money in the end because she was too distracted by this guy to apply for financial aid. Well, us here, we have this financial aid office that is, like I said, free. So you go in there and take time out of your personal life. Why not want free money? It's there. Like, take advantage of it. They're all resources that we need to, I guess, pay attention to more and not like look over them because they're free. They're there to help us in the end, and we'll get through the 2-year or 3-year college and not withdraw from it and keep things in no matter like what's going on. So today I hope I helped you, enlightened you on all the resources that we have and why you should take advantage of them.
Outline?
That's all out of order.
All right, thank you. So Jose, what did you think?
Well, he didn't really have an attention device. I did notice that he was moving up and down a lot, and he was moving his hands a lot. And well, he didn't really use any works cited. He just used information that he knows and used information about his site. And overall, I thought it was great.
Except for that last part. Yeah, I was going to agree with you about a lot of those things, except for that last part, you know. Yeah, I think you need a better attention device. You should use your example of your friend as the attention device. I have a friend who recently dropped out of school because she had a problem with her boyfriend, and she just claimed that she was overwhelmed and unable to cope with all of her problems, which seems really strange to me because the truth of the matter is that we have lots of things that are available to help us with those problems. And I want to convince you all today to take advantage of all of those things that are available to us. You know, the 4 things that I want to talk about in particular are, you know, the tutoring center, the counselors, financial aid, and the transfer center. You know, there you go. And then I think it would be a little bit more coherent. As it is, it sounds like it's kind of a review of what some of the things on campus are, but there's not, like Jose said, there's not any citation of data. How many students do we have on campus, and how many of them visit the counseling center? How many of them go and see a tutor? How many people does each tutor see on average? You know, how many people are failing their math classes and they have tutors available that they're not taking advantage of? That's all information that ought to be part of your speech to make it convincing. Look, we have this resource available. People who go to tutors pass their classes 4 times as often as people who don't go to tutors. There's got to be some kind of information like that. Unfortunately, here we have, you know, tutors that are not being utilized to the full extent. They don't get as many visits as they should. The only proof that I have is your friend who, you know, didn't take advantage of those kinds of things.
I don't know, I got a panic, so I didn't really read my citations that I did.
Okay, so maybe you've got some of that information, but you didn't make it into the speech, and I think when you look back at it, you'll see that, you know, other people notice it too. So this is not just, you know, a figment of my imagination that's going on. You've got a structure. I mean, I can see you're talking about each of these resources. That's what's structuring the speech. But there's got to be some content on it a little bit, and all I've got is kind of vague, hypothetical examples to illustrate your point, and then sometimes another reference back to your friend's experience. And that's just not enough to make it much of a speech. And, you know, the speech is a little short too, and you know that as well. Okay, thank you.